Good morning and welcome to In Session. I hope you're safe and sound after all the weather we've had across the country last night. I'm Christy Paul. We have big news, though, for you in Casey Anthony's murder trial right now. Judge Belvin Perry will let prosecutors use that chloroform evidence we've been talking so much about. The state argued in a special hearing. Experts found chloroform in the trunk of Casey's car, remember. Now, the scientists tested both the air and the carpet fibers of that car. So this is a massive setback for Casey's defense team because they wanted to keep all chloroform evidence out of this case. Here to talk about this crucial ruling is trial attorney and former prosecutor Donald Schweitzer. Donald, thank you so much for being with us. It's good to have you here.
Thanks, Chrissy.
Sure. So obviously we've been saying what a gigantic win this is for the prosecution because at the end of the day, this is one of the only elements that connect or could connect Casey Anthony to a possible dead body in her car. Do you think that this particular evidence could make or break the case?
I guess it can. I think that in certain jurors' minds, they're going to want to see some kind of a connection with the body being in that car. So it could, but I don't think that this is a surprise for the defense. This evidence has been around. It's been spoken in several appellate court decisions. It's really not surprising that it came in. It's just a matter of how much weight the jury is going to give to it. And I do think it could be important for the prosecution.
Well, you know, from a strategic standpoint, from the defense, I mean, Casey Anthony probably isn't the only one on trial here. Isn't Jose Baez going to take Dr. Bass to task?
Yeah, I think that that's correct, is that everybody's that's got their hand in the evidence is going to be on trial in this case. But like I said, the defense has to file these motions. They've got to do whatever they can for the defense. But the evidence was going to come in. I don't think that this was a surprise as much as you think, Christy. I think that really what's going to happen is the defense is going to pick apart how this evidence was applied. Was the instrument and the methodology used correctly, and were the opinions rendered in the right way?
And do you think that they can convince a jury of that?
That's what we're going to see. You know, who's the better attorney on which side? It's a circumstantial case. The evidence hasn't changed very much over the past couple of years, and we're going to see if the prosecution really geared up and put their best people on this job and could paint a picture to the jury that it could be no other person but the defendant in this case. And I think a good prosecutor can do it, but let's wait and see.
Well, you know, you couple the excessive chloroform levels with the fact that chloroform was searched for on the home computer. How, for another defense strategic point, how do you counter that? How do you move forward to try to, you know, I guess dilute that?
I think the defense has to stick with Casey Anthony's story, and that is that her mother was the one that was on the computer searching for information in a very innocent way, and it doesn't really lead to the fact that anybody in her household committed murder and used chloroform on this little child. I think that's what they're going to be stuck with. But their best defense really is that this defendant is young. I think that she could possibly have a good impression on the jury, and it's circumstantial. Juries sometimes get confused with circumstantial evidence. It's going to really rely on the lawyering on this case on both sides as to what the result's going to be.
Okay, you mentioned that Casey Anthony's young and that she could have an impact on the jury. In what way do you mean? Do you think she'll take the stand?
No, I just think that her appearance is youthful. I think that on a good day, she could look innocent. If she carries herself right in the courtroom, she may give the impression of somebody that's innocent, just a young mom that's not capable of doing this horrible crime. So, you know, it could happen if she's been coached the right way. And
Donald, this is a case, obviously, that's overloaded with emotion. How can the jury work with that?
Well, the jury is going to be influenced by emotion, and that's every prosecutor and every defense attorney's tool. Is who grabs that emotion and who can get that emotion to sway in their side. So it's not unusual for the jury to have emotion. It seems to be a lot more in this case. And selecting the right type of jurors, making sure that the people are going to be influenced in your way is going to be key here. I think both sides are going to be using the emotional aspect of this to their benefit.
Yeah, okay. Criminal defense attorney Donald Schweitzer. Donald, thank you so much. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you.
Sure. There is another motion we want to touch